All right, guys, welcome. This is Dr. Jesse Morse of the Fantasy Doctors. So today we're going to talk about the Houston Texans' Will Fuller. The kid's loaded with talent. He's the number 2 option in a pretty potent offense, even though they don't really have much of a running game and they don't have any tight ends. These two guys are doing quite well. Deshaun loves to hit him as his target, but unfortunately he had a hamstring injury coming into the season with a preseason injury, and tweaked it in week 1. He had a really good week 2. He had a really solid, maybe it was week 3, and then he really solid week 4 before he went out. So very reliable when he's healthy, but unfortunately, like I spoke with regarding Dalvin Cook and regarding Leonard Fournette, hamstring injuries are notorious to re-injure, and they just are very annoying because they don't really ever fully heal. They just kind of scar down depending on the severity of the injury. Now, my suspicion is he probably had an injury much proximal, almost near the bottom of the buttocks where the muscles insert into the bone. A lot of the times that's where these guys will have these injuries. As we know, he said he potentially could have went back in the game, and I don't believe him because these love to re-injure, and guys do not do well when this thing is fired up. They can't hit their burst, and they're going to only make it worse in the short-term setting. So my suspicion is he either has a re-aggravation to a grade 1, or hopefully, but it's possible, he injured enough where he now has a grade 2. Either way, I expect him to be shut down for probably 2 weeks at a minimum, maybe up to 4 weeks if it's on the more severe side. As we said, you do not want this to linger all season, so I expect him to be cautious with him. DeAndre Hopkins is the clear number 1 here, even though Fuller is kind of the 1A to 1B. But Kiki Kute, I believe that's how you pronounce it, stepped up big time. He got 15 targets in week 4, particularly after Fuller went out. Had a monster week. I expect him to slide right in. I don't know why he wouldn't be any less. Watson loves to throw the ball. He looks good coming back from his ACL. And Nuke is going to get double teamed now that Fuller is going to be out. So Kute is a great pickup this week on the wire. So that's all I have for you for Will Fuller of the Houston Texans. I expect him to be out probably 2, maybe even up to 4 weeks, depending on where their bye situation is. This is Dr. Jesse Morse of the Fantasy Doctors and Florida Orthopedic Specialists in the Treasure Coast of Florida. Do me a favor, hit subscribe on whatever you're watching or listening to this on, and check out both the Fantasy Dose and the Fantasy Doctors websites. All right, take care, guys.